Willie D live.
Okay, so I'm gonna record this. So I'm sitting out here with the pool with my children. I'm the only black man out here. So the nice white people come out here and tell me if I don't show them my ID, I have to leave. But no one else has to show their ID. So now she's gonna call the police on me. And the police are gonna come in front of my children. And they smiling. Look at her smiling. They're smiling. She's smiling. But our residents here.
I'm telling you, I don't want to be recorded.
You being recorded. I'll be here. When the police come, I'll be here. So now they calling the police on me. Karen and her friend, she's smiling because they're gonna call the police on me because I don't have an ID on me. Who takes an ID to the swimming pool? And not just that, nobody else has been asked to show their identification. All right, let's see how this works out. This is crazy. Now my children are here. This is in front of my children. Welcome to Chicago. Look at the white man, he's swimming in. The guy, does the kid over there, does he need his ID? They are calling the police on me. This is crazy. This is so crazy. Where you going, Al? What?
You just get your ID.
I'm not getting my ID. I don't have to show them no ID to be at the pool. Karen up and the other lady just smiling. This is crazy. I don't want y'all to be traumatized by this though. No, don't cry. You don't have to cry. So have a seat, Kingston. They're not gonna put me in jail.
Please, just get your ID.
No, we can just because we're black, we can sit it just like everybody else. Wow, welcome to Chicago. Yeah.
Shout out to Atlanta Black Star for the video. Say, man, there's only one thing to do here that's legal, and that is to take legal action. Like, take legal action, and don't just take any type of legal action. When you file your suit, make sure that you also go on all of their social media handles and tag the company. Like, go to the company social media handles, go to management, go to whoever owns that apartment complex. Make sure that they know, especially on LinkedIn, because that's where all the managers and the owners, that's where they are. They will see it. If you post it on LinkedIn, they may not see it on Facebook. They may not see it on Instagram or TikTok. But if you post it on LinkedIn, they are going to see it. So make sure that you post it on there. The cool part about it is how early on they initiate our young people with trauma. You know, that little boy shouldn't have to witness something like that. Hell, his father shouldn't have to witness something like that. But when you're dealing with uncivilized mutts, you never know what you're going to get. But you do know, one thing you know that you are going to get is some uncivilized mutt behavior. So let's find out what her name is, and the other one's names too, because she had a co-conspirator with her. So let's get both of their names, put both of them on blast to start things off. Let's do that first and foremost. Let's put their names out there. Let's put their whatever information you got. Make sure that the company knows who is representing them. Now, having said that, these companies typically know who they're hiring. They know a person's management style. That's why they allow them to manage. But here's the deal. Now, a lot of times they will hire these people knowing that they're racist. They will hire them knowing that they got bad attitude. But as long as it don't cost them any money, they'll deal with it. The moment they become a liability, the company will get rid of them. And right now, she is a liability. And I can guarantee, I'll bet you $1 to a donut she won't have a job next week. She'll probably be fired today. Yeah, because this video has gone viral. And I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I continue to spread it. I'm going to make sure as many people know about this as possible, because you got to fight back, fam. See, I know some people be like, well, that was just that incident. I told her off. I let him know. Nah, man, you got to make them pay. You got to make them pay. Otherwise, there is no deterrent. There's no reason for them to change their behavior. If you let them slide, then they're going to go on to do it to another person. Let me tell you something, fam, that I know for a fact. If somebody had checked them before, if a black person before you had checked them, they probably wouldn't have tried to check you. If they had already lost their job harassing another black person before, and it already cost them something, some type of financial equity, some type of social equity, right? They would have been less likely to pull that with you. That's why I say you always fight back. Always fight. Don't ever let it slide. Always fight. The other day I heard a dude on a video saying that he teaches his kids not to hit back. He did go on to say that, because if you hit somebody, you never know what could happen. You could hit them and they could die. They could fall, bump their head and die. Hitting people have severe consequences. Only hit them if your life is in danger. Where if somebody hits you, I would say that your life is in danger. So you should absolutely defend yourself. But for whatever reason, his reason is that he wants to make sure he's absolutely 1,000% certain that danger is evident. If somebody raise their hand to hit me, if they make contact, I am absolutely going to make contact. You can best believe that. I can tell you this, growing up, there was no greater deterrent for me than a good old-fashioned ass whooping. Oh yeah, boy, they work. Ooh, them ass whoopings work, man. Ooh, they work. I'm talking about when you think you untouchable, when you think you the biggest bully on the block, and then you mess around and get touched up, you meet your match, you're not likely to go back. You've never been likely to go back into that direction and mess with that particular person. So for those of you who say, well, it's not about race, she's just checking. Well, if she's just checking, why don't we ever see white people on the other side of the aisle? Why is it that it's always somebody black, or maybe it's every now and then somebody of color, somebody else of color? Why is it never white people experiencing this? Why is it we never see videos of a white person accosting a white person saying, what are you doing over here? You don't live over here. Let me see some ID. I'm going to call the cops. Why don't we see that ever? Ever. And why is it almost exclusively white people who are accosting black folks like they the damn police asking for ID at the pool? Why? Why don't we ever see that? If it's not about race, why don't we ever see that? Because I'm going to tell you something, family. I would love, you don't understand. I would love for it not to be about race. Talk about fatigue. Man, I would love for it not to be about race. But I'm going to call a strike and a ball a ball. And I'm not going to try to placate none of y'all. I'm not going to try to be silent. I'm not going to be silent so you can be comfortable. I don't like you like that. Okay? I'm not going to be side. I've never been that type of person in my personal life. Imagine, fam, being in a relationship and somebody doing you dirty or you witnessing bad behavior and you stay silent so that the other person who is doing who's committing the transgression can be comfortable, or the person who supports that person who is committing the transgression can be comfortable, or the person who just don't want to hear somebody else that looks like them or who they like be criticized. So they want to be comfortable and they want you to shut up. It don't work like that. So what I want to know, I'm going to ask y'all again, since ain't nobody answered me yet. Why is it that we have not seen any videos, or we never see these videos of white people accosting white people trying to shake them down for an ID or a key fob? A key fob. Why? Why is that? Only white people act like this would be inaccurate. There are a few others outside of race, outside of white people, who try to assimilate. I've seen a few Asian people act like that. That's funny as hell to me. I've seen a few Asian people act like that. I've seen a few Latinos act like that. Yeah. It's funny as hell for them to think that they're the exception. They don't like you either. They just have a little bit more tolerance for you. That's it. They don't like you either, dummy. So she should absolutely be fired, and he should absolutely sue the company. If you need some good lawyers, I got some. I got lawyers on deck. What kind of lawyer you need? I got them on deck. They would love. This is a slam dunk. This is a very easy case. It appears to me that some of these folks are just simply obsessed with black folks. I mean, there is no other way to explain it. If they don't like us so much, if they hate us so much, why do they inject themselves in our lives so much? I mean, like, we know how they feel about us, but you don't see us injecting ourselves in their lives. Why are they so obsessed? Who had a song? Somebody had a song. Why are you so obsessed with me? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Be honest. Drop a comment. Boy, I'd love to hear your thoughts. No more talk.